Do you think they will be willing to go back down? Sun and I can bait the worm to draw the infestation away, up to the surface.
Even if I agreed to help, what about the necromechs down there? Just one of those things.
I've got a little something that I've been saving for an occasion like this.
Alright, I've got the calculus data for a restart, but I'll need 10 quanta of leptosam. Son?
I have it. Should we wake up grandmother?
Let her sleep. Wouldn't want her to worry.
Do you think they will be willing to go back down? Sun and I can bait the worm to draw the infestation away, up to the surface.
Even if I agreed to help, what about the necromechs down there? Just one of those things.
I've got a little something that I've been saving for an occasion like this.
Alright, I've got the calculus data for a restart, but I'll need 10 quanta of leptosam. Son?
I have it. Should we wake up grandmother?
Let her sleep. Wouldn't want her to worry.
All right, with the void closing up, you're gonna be too weak to help in that frame. Snake's in rough shape, but she's got enough juice for one last ride. What do you say? Ready to go old war style? All right. Not ideal, but I've cross-routed your Warframe impulse string directly to Snake. Now, she'll feel heavy, but you'll get used to it. Head outside, and we'll run a field test before your descent. All right, squeeze off a few rounds and get a feel for them.
There's no time for training exercises.
But we've got to prepare...
Tenno, get down there. You're just going to have to learn as you go.
Rerouting power to... Yes! Secondary systems are back up.
Caves won't be exactly clear, but it should help. I've dispersed some specimens to keep the infested out of the way.
Oh, so it's okay if you do it.
Eat powder pellets, you...
Take it easy. I've summoned some velocipods too.
I've managed to bring additional systems online.
When you get to the heart, you'll have to patch the damage, and then we'll restart the system. It's a lot, but we're counting on you.
She's waking up. You should have additional functionality.
Son, you're on repairs.
No one listens to me.
Tenno, can't have this area contaminated. Clear out those infected and destroy their spore clusters before we seal the chamber. Clusters clear.
I rigged Snake with an old Omni tool. Ready? What do you think, Mother?
Seal the chamber. Initiating restart sequence. By Loke, we pass through and beyond.
The chamber's sealed. That's it for your ride. And a one-way trip for poor Snake. I'll cut the reroute as soon as the heart's beating. And you'll be back to your old self again.
Restart in 3, 2, 1.
You sure you've got the correct derivatives?
Again. 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. Just perfect.
It doesn't make sense. Something must be interfering. I checked the equations.
Well, check them again.
Don't yell at me! Again! There it is! Tenno, you've got to destroy this thing, or we're back where we started!
idea how jealous I am right now. Send-off. You have my thanks. Ah, Snake. I'm gonna miss you. But you've earned your rest, alright? Rerouting you.
Yes. A rest.
They're an insufferable lot, aren't they? My son, father, blustery and spineless all at once. His absentee wife, mother, who can't see past what she's lost to see what she has. And who can blame the children? Daughter, trying to convince herself she's so different. It only makes her more the same. And the boy, poor son. He mistakes kindness for mediocrity. Who's he competing with other than himself? But in a crisis, they can come together. I've no idea what you're talking about. But even as they've forgotten themselves, their names, their bonds, they might still be our family. Seems you're an important part of that now. So maybe I can help you and your family. This Warframe, Zaku, somewhat of a family themselves. A sum of many, a composite of others we lost in the ages that our Entrati family has served here. There. And now, I think we've had more than enough excitement for one day. I could do with a little lie down. You make sure you stay safe and snug, dear. Wrap up well. It's a thief and a liar is Deimos. Steals over girls and boys and Cephalons too like a nasty fog until all the bright lights in your memory are quite blotted out. That's why they're like that, you see. So much forgotten. Oh, but we mustn't cry over it. Never that. Help me bring them back, would you, dear? Remember how it's done? Pinch of this, dab of that, mend a kettle, mend a heart, and it's all one. Let's you and I have a chinwag. Maybe later. I never could persuade them to throw anything away. Very well. I'll be here. Go on, dear. As you wish. Goodbye, dear. I'll see what else I can unearth for you.
Hi, I'm not Lloyd. Lloyd is Lloyd.
You'll have to excuse Otak. His personality was damaged irreparably by Deimos's energies, making it necessary to transfer his intelligence to this, our current shared form. Unfortunately, my attempted defragmentation of his persona matrix was not a complete success. Tell them
for
about
minerals.
mining, Otak.
Mining for mining. Oh yeah, mining. There are things to be mined. Minerals. We'll use the minerals to make
The things that are necessary for survival on Deimos. Now, ask politely, Otak.
Would you please mine the minerals? So many things to mine on Deimos. For instance, you can mine minerals, ores, gems, minerals. Well, poot. Oh, playing it coy. See you again, ship.
My family may choose to live in witless denial of our condition, but I accept it. Deimos is my mistress, whether I chose her or not. Her bitter kisses fester in my veins. Witness, Tenno, we are truly become one flesh. I crave to understand her for myself. Whatever you need to provide me samples of her processes and function, wildlife, I will provide. But if I am to understand them, I require them intact. You sedate them. I shall arrange retrieval. You shall be rewarded. You'll notice the life forms of Deimos are constantly ripping chunks out of one another. If you happen across a Predacite or a Vulpaphyla that's been wounded by the infested, you have a chance to save it. Just trank it quickly before it succumbs. Use as many shots as you need. Once it's recovered, you can raise it as a loyal companion. I'll even be able to redirect some of its infested mutations into a more useful form. Taking liberties with creation? Perhaps. But where's the... You'll notice the life forms of Deimos are constantly ripping chunks out of one another. If you happen across a Predacite or a Vulpaphyla that's been wounded by the infested, you have a chance to save it. Just trank it quickly before it succumbs. Use as many shots as you need. Once it's recovered, you can raise it as a loyal companion. I'll even be able to redirect some of its infested mutations into a more useful form. Taking liberties with creation? Perhaps. But where's the harm in that? I shall languish in weary solitude until you return.
This would be where I showed you my birthright of ancestral fish, but... well, you've already met my charming brother. Some remnants of the original genetic matrix appear to have survived in the exocrine, though the infestation is steadily claiming them. If you can catch any and bring them to me, I'd appreciate it. We can salvage anything useful. I can't undo what he did, but I won't let him have the last word. Until next time.
This is not how I would have chosen to welcome a colleague, but embarrassment is a luxury I discarded long ago. Frankly, my daughter is an entitled, self-pitying whelp, my son an arrogant upstart, and my husband a mealy-mouthed relic of his old self. Every last one of them has let me down. You may find them useful. I barely find them tolerable. If I can count upon your loyalty, we will work well together. I intend to tame this place, and you can help me. Disappointing. Very well. I am reasonably certain I shall...
A visitor? Quite rare these days. We never receive visitors. Are you interested in a business exchange? I am sorry we were not able to arrive at a satisfactory arrangement. Be pragmatic in all aspects of life.